We've already got some friends here today. All right. Okay.
Is this the YouTube?
This is on YouTube, so yeah,
Okay.
that's good.
Try to find
One of
it.
these days we're going to stream on all the things, but that's coming up soon, I think. So, let's see. My phone's always slow to kick off, but I think we're live now, so hopefully people start seeing us.
Perfect.
Good morning, and welcome to the Morning Brick, the best source for Lego news here at Atlanta Brick Co. TV at 9:30 on Wednesday morning Eastern Time. All that good stuff. We got Mark, Daniel, and Chris. We're here to break down Black Friday sales that are extended. No.
Amateur hour.
Yeah. And so, yeah. Well, how are you guys doing today? Are you as tired as I am? I feel pretty tired.
I'm doing great.
You're doing great, Chris? That's good. One of us is doing great. So.
Well, we could start it off with the morning nationwide weather report.
Okay, yeah. Hey, good idea. Real quick, because Mark just asked how I was doing. Let me expand upon that.
Sure.
Okay.
So I did sleep well last night, but I woke up in the middle of the night because we got the edge of that massive southern tornado thunderstorm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, it was bad.
That
I woke
was-
up at like 4 in the morning.
I haven't heard any news to see if there was any damage reports. It like hit, I think, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana hardest, but
Yeah.
we got the outskirts of that last night.
It was raining.
It was bad.
Yeah.
And it
A lot
was
of thunder and
windy.
lightning,
I
yeah.
thought I might have heard a tornado at some
Mhm.
point, but I don't think I did.
I didn't see anything on the drive over here. There was a small tree or two knocked over, but nothing crazy. So hopefully there's minimal damage all over the southeastern United States. So.
So to sort of bounce off what you said there, Chris. So we've got 45 degrees in Yuma, Arizona. That would be over here on,
Yeah,
our,
right here.
on our green screen map.
Is that a band?
We've got
Is that a band name? 45
Yuma.
degrees?
82 degrees in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, down here.
Mhm.
36 in San Jose, that's over
It's
here.
like over here.
Snowing in 25 in Rochester, Minnesota, that's up here somewhere.
Way up.
22 degrees in Kansas. Oh
That
my
sounds awful.
gosh.
Kansas.
You need to move.
Yeah, get out of there.
T Valkyrie wins as usual. She says with wind chill it's 10 degrees.
Oh
And
my gosh.
She's in Michigan or something, I
No,
think.
I think she's in Minnesota as well.
Minnesota?
I think so. T. Valkyrie can correct us if they want to. So.
I can't remember.
And you know, there is a correlation between weather and Lego building.
There is.
So, and I think part of that can be seen when you go to Lego conventions in like Brick World Chicago.
Yeah.
Is very different from your Lego convention in Brick Fair, Virginia,
Or Southern conventions.
or Southern conventions. And there's a huge populace of Lego fanatics in the Northwest.
North,
Seattle,
middle,
Portland,
Midwest. Yeah.
where you have these independent Lego shops like on every corner up there.
Yeah.
Whereas down here, it's not as prolific.
It's more sparse in the South, where
Yeah.
people have better weather, I think, and more time outdoors.
And I
so-
believe the same thing could be said in Europe as
Mhm.
well.
Yeah.
Is you like if you look at Germany and that population that is in the Lego, and then you go down south and it's just not as prolific.
Yeah, coastal France
Yeah.
is not really as known for its Lego mock skills as central Germany. You know what I'm saying? It's just,
Yeah.
that's how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I think in the Midwest United States there's also just not much to do.
Yeah.
Holy
Like,
cow! 28 degrees in Finland. Well, I think Kansas here has you beat at 22 degrees.
well, as long as
Yeah.
that's not Celsius.
But
Celsius would
actually
be
in
worse.
Finland it's afternoon, and in Kansas it's still morning.
Yeah.
So it was probably colder in
Yeah.
Finland.
Finland is a pretty
Yeah.
cold place. It's
Yeah.
mm.
I wouldn't know, but
Yeah.
Scott Robinson said wind chill here is 3 and dropping.
what?
And he's up in, he's near Chicago, right?
Antarctica?
That's what it sounds like. Well, it's actually pretty mild here in Georgia. What is it out there? 60? I mean, 50
It
something?
says 60 here.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
all wet and gross.
It is very rainy, but it's not that cold at all. I
Mhm,
mean, I was wearing just a flannel today. So, but yeah. Anyway, that was the weather around the world. I like hearing about it firsthand.
Oh
It's
yeah,
very-
well this is the news.
Yeah.
So.
This is great.
Um,
This is way more accurate than the actual news because we got it from the source.
You get,
Hey,
and you
happy-
get it nationwide for a bunch of areas you probably don't care about.
I never heard of it before.
Happy birthday, Morgan.
Oh, happy
Really?
birthday,
Yes.
Morgan!
Happy birthday, Morgan.
Congratulations, another loop around the sun.
Morgan is old enough to drink a beer now. Have one on me.
There you go, Morgan.
Finally old enough to drink.
I think he can rent a car too. Now.
Yeah, is he? It's 25. Well, it's 25 in
Yeah.
Georgia. Isn't it?
Yeah.
His Star Wars birthday minifig is probably one of the most obscure. SW1130. Oh, I don't even know how to pronounce that. You know that one, Chris?
I don't see it. Let's see.
HRCHEK.
Whoa.
Carl Foss.
Greg Kalfas.
Huh.
That's sure, man. It's better than I was willing to do.
Check. I would say her check Kalfas.
Hey, check.
Yeah,
If you say it faster, usually it sounds
sounds like you know what you're
sounds
talking
more
about.
confident.
Yeah.
And right. So
Anyway, so happy birthday, Morgan. So super happy for you. Make sure you get some Lego today because
There you go.
that's the best thing to get on your birthday. So. Very
Well,
good.
hopefully some other people buy you Lego.
One of
You
the
don't have to buy
extras
it for
in the
yourself.
cantina scene. Okay.
that
okay.
makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You don't see
Yeah.
those figures come through very often.
Yeah, they're very collectible, but we don't get them traded in every day. So.
Well, and they only just recently got up to the point where everyone's birthday had a minifigure. Because there were some people with late December birthdays who still didn't have one. And I think they just recently passed that threshold.
It got
So
past.
the
it.
later in the year ones are much newer.
I've never done mine. I have
Mhm.
no idea who it is.
Yeah,
Should
I'm
find
Darth
out.
Vader, so that's good.
I am the Death Trooper. I got a good one.
That's a good
We
one,
both
too.
got good
Yeah.
ones. Some people
What do you
have
take the
terrible
month
ones.
and the day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you just put it in because Star Wars has 4 digits for figures.
I'd
so.
be a newer one.
You
Now
would.
people are going to reverse engineer our birthdays and dox us on the
Well, there's
internet.
many Darth Vaders, so I mean, I'm feeling
That's
pretty
true.
safe.
I guess there's 2 Death Troopers, so it's a 50-50.
yeah. Okay.
Your birthday is either A
exactly.
or B.
Brickfires wants to know who the new guy is with the nice mustache on the left. That must be. Wait.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
said
have a
earlier,
mustache,
hey
so
Daniel
it
and
must be
Chris,
Mark.
who's the other guy?
Is it me? I've always had a facial
Who's
hair.
that other fellow with the nice mustache?
I mean, me and Daniel have both had mostly beards for most of the
I think
time
Brick
we've been
Fires
here.
has been doing a bit where he's like, doesn't know who you are. I don't know why.
It's all good. It's all good. All right, so
Ooh,
What?
Who's Cloud City Boba
BJ.
Fett? BJ is.
Yeah.
See, BJ would be Cloud City.
yeah. BJ's got one of the
I'm jealous.
coolest Star Wars figures ever.
He's rare. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a rare
that's
gem.
About as good as you could get.
Yeah. There's not much that could really even argue
I don't
with
even
that.
know, does Chrome C3PO, do you think he has a Star Wars number, or is it like something else?
Yeah, he
weird?
must.
You must have a
You
Star
think
Wars
he's a
figure number.
regular SW
Yeah.
4-digit number?
That somebody's
And
got.
even then, that's still not quite as valuable as Cloud City Boba Fett in some cases. So it's like,
Yeah, but like the legend of it and
Oh, yeah,
difficulty
yeah.
to obtain might be a little higher.
yeah, I'm the Hoth Han Solo. There you go, Breakfast. That's a good one too.
All right, let's do some news.
Anyway, yeah, we do have some news. It looks like you got a pretty good list there, Chris.
I got a whole page. Yeah.
I don't have very much, so it's all you today, Chris.
You always say that, but you do.
I'll find something to chime in about.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Lego deals for Black Friday would be news.
Yeah.
So
Well-
there were. What was the best deal that you saw out there?
We talked about this last week quite a bit, but the $50 Galaxy Explorer was quite good, and they've
Oh,
now
gosh.
delayed my order from Walmart, so I don't know if we'll ever get it.
Mine is also delayed, or
Mhm.
may take a little longer than anticipated. But
Yeah.
we'll see if that gets.
We
Thrown
ordered
out
a
a little
couple at the store, so I mean that's a better discount than you could get from Lego.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
how's
by
that
far.
fair?
Well, even
right?
the $75 was better than you could get from Lego.
Well,
Yeah.
even a retailer. If a retailer
Yeah.
were to order from Lego, they would pay probably $75 for that.
Yeah.
Probably.
So
It's better than a.
it's kind of unfair that Walmart does stuff like that. But anyhow, hey, it's great.
Fine by
it's
me.
awesome. Yeah, it's
It's
awesome.
good for the people buying Galaxy Explorers. but
Unfair
no.
for other retailers.
Yeah, it
You
is.
can't
It really
compete
is.
with that. So
Walmart is losing money on that.
they
Actively.
have to be.
Yeah.
They have to be. So
They must have been trying to clear them out. I don't know.
we ordered a few at the store, and when we got them yesterday,
Yeah.
they had shipping stickers on the boxes, and when we took them off the boxes tore.
Yeah, there's a big scratch on the box, right?
Guess you get what you pay for.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
the contents inside are still sealed and awesome,
Yeah.
but the box is. We want it to look
It's a
nice.
cool box.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Tragic.
I guess that was the best deal. Lego did have some good deals on their website. They had some of
Yeah.
their like animal brickheads
Mhm.
for 40% off.
It's good.
And
40%
then you
is
get
good for
other
Lego.
stuff, you know.
The
free
promotional gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a lot of different things if you spent up to certain thresholds. So it was good Black
Yeah.
Friday for many.
Several of those have been extended through the end of the year. at least the Eiffel's apartment, the Fun and Funky VIP add-on pack. So those will be available through the end of December now.
Mm-hmm.
I bet because they didn't sell enough Eiffel Towers to give them all out.
Oh, I'm
And
sure they didn't.
Yeah.
they're so expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really want that Eiffel add-on pack, but I was like, golly day.
Yeah. What is it?
It's
700?
so
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah,
It's just
and huge.
hard to justify.
It's a lot
I
of
mean,
money.
I've seen
Yeah.
more of them than I was expecting to on Instagram and Reddit
Mhm.
and other places where people always post pictures of sets they've gotten and built. And I was surprised how many people have already gotten it and built it.
Yeah, $700 is an airplane ticket. You know, I mean, it's like you have to factor that in. It's pretty expensive.
We've got people commenting that their Galaxy Explorers were messed up as well. Jeffrey Fantine had the same problem. BJ's is on his front porch. Quick, go to BJ's house. He's
Yeah.
out of town. Go to his house, grab it.
I'm sure BJ has a
Are you
ring.
encouraging porch piracy, Chris?
Exactly. Now they're waiting for a porch pirate. Yeah, that's what Travertine says. Yeah. Oh dear. Anyway, hopefully that the Galaxy Explorers that you have ordered, if you did, arrive in better shape than many that we've heard of. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. I just hope I get mine. If the order gets canceled, I won't lose anything. But it's just like I would really like to take advantage of that sale. So, but
There were Kohl's had a couple of good deals. Everybody had their own little good deals. I didn't see anything at Target.
yeah,
I didn't see any Target
they
deals.
probably don't even need to go put stuff on sale in the Lego
don't know.
department. I don't know.
I'm
They-
sure they'll have stuff on clearance towards the end of the year. Usually, when
They had
stuff
the
starts to-
they had exclusive rights to the chess set, I think, the Harry Potter chess set,
Yeah,
and that sold out.
yeah.
Actually, that was at a discounted price, but not much. It was like 10% off or something.
Okay.
and we sold a few of those.
Once they
here
sold
at the
out, we
store.
started, and Legos sold out of them, and we
Yeah.
started selling a lot.
We were like, "What's going on with all these people ordering the chess set?" And it must be because
Yeah.
we couldn't get them on Target anymore.
And we'll see a lot more of that as the weeks
That's
go on.
that's a
here.
nice set.
We're gonna have a stack of sets that are now out of stock, and then we're gonna be the only place that has it. So if you're not seeing it for sale on Lego.com or Target
Check
or
our
Walmart,
website.
check our website. We'll probably have at least a few left. So
And last year, if you think about the Lego sales, there were like really hardly any Lego sales at all. Like maybe
Nothing.
20% off because there was a shortage last year because of the supply chain.
yeah. Yeah, this year they seem to have gotten back into the swing of things, into the groove. So they were able to put some stuff on sale. So very
How
cool.
are we talking about Blacktron and Mtron and Ice Planet now? How did we get into
The
that?
chat is going.
I think just space, Galaxy
Oh,
Explorer,
the Galaxy Explorer, okay.
70s space.
I was never into 70s space myself. I mean, it's just acquired taste. If you're not from that era, sometimes it's not your favorite theme. So yeah.
I agree with Travertine. Ice Planet is another great classic space theme.
I think they're all pretty awesome. It's
Yep.
hard not to.
Even
Not to be
Insectoids
attracted
and
to
UFO.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I like it.
Is Fazoo in the chat?
I don't think he's here today, but he would be
Insectoids.
defending it with his life if he was.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
I heard those are his favorite.
Probably. I think his Insectoids and UFO are his actual favorites.
Yeah, he loves those wind
It gets the
screens.
most reaction
Yeah,
out of him, so I think that's.
Yeah. That's-
Well, let's talk about Lego ideas.
Let's do it.
I think there's a lot to talk about with Lego ideas.
Some good ones
There
come.
always is.
So they have their 3 sets, which we've talked about multiple times,
Mm-hmm.
coming out in the first 2 months of 2023.
Yeah.
So there's speculation that there's going to be quite a few more Lego Ideas sets coming out throughout the rest of the year
Yeah.
that we don't know about yet.
Hopefully so. That or they're just releasing all of them early and they're not doing any more Lego ideas the rest of the year. But I would love to see
It's possible.
3 per quarter, so it'd be awesome.
And then as soon as they release those, don't you think they're going to take the blacksmith shop and some of the other ideas off the market?
Totally
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
So get that blacksmith shop.
Yeah, if
Like-
you haven't gotten it already,
Yeah.
get it soon because it's a really cool set and it's going to go up
I was actually
really
surprised
fast.
that one was still available. Somebody had one in yesterday, and I was like, "Is that retired or not?" I
Yeah.
thought it was already.
Yeah.
And then for Lego Ideas, one of them was just approved on Lego Ideas. And I saw you had it on there, that flip clock.
Yep.
You had pictures of it on your phone.
That was pretty cool.
It is neat. Yeah, it's the whole Technic Gears thing.
Mm-hmm. There it is.
Oh yeah,
The old style.
before digital clocks, they had these.
What I like about that is it teaches you how to use gears better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That'd be very complicated.
Which is something that I need to. I want to learn more about using Lego Technic pieces to do what I want it to do.
Yeah.
It's always
It's
like
not
the ones
hard.
that are like the planets and the suns, like the little models of the solar
yeah.
system. Those
There's
are
a name for those, but yeah, they're cool. So
I think it's like orrery or something like that.
something like
Maybe.
that, orbit something. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, excited to see more Lego Ideas stuff. Hopefully that ends up being the case. I think I even saw some announcements of which ones are coming first. Like there's the space one. There's 2 other ones that are interesting
Yeah.
too. So
I can't remember. I'd have to look back at which ones passed the review phase.
The A-frame.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. That's still in the works. Oh, BTS, the Cake Pop band.
That's
I know
what it
a lot of us
was.
are looking forward to that.
$100 set with all the figures in it. That'd
I
be-
do like them. You know, it's.
Chris
I
has
don't
asked
like
it.
the music,
Yeah.
but I like the McDonald's commercial they were on.
Oh yeah, they're
that
funny.
was so funny.
They're
I
good.
mean, and the fact that they had a McDonald's meal and
The BTS
you know,
special, yeah, it's so
it
funny.
was, and then just the name BTS. It's between, stands for Between the Stars.
Yeah, or behind the scenes, or
Yeah.
it's classic. So
Yeah.
yeah, we can relate to them on many levels. So.
Oh, tons.
Yeah.
Tons.
Mhm.
And then the D&D set is, I think you can vote on it right now.
It is in the voting stage, yeah.
Mhm.
And you can see the pictures of it, and
Yeah.
they all look awesome.
Go give them a vote.
I
It's
was a
amazing.
big D&D fan growing up. I didn't play it. My older brothers played it. They
Mhm.
wouldn't let me play. But I was always into the lead figures, the action figures,
Yeah,
and then the artwork.
The
It's just
storylines,
really
the
neat
theme,
looking.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, and there was a big dragon Tiamat that had multiple heads. I
Mhm.
can't remember if it was 3 or 5 heads. And it looks like Tiamat on one of the towers there,
Yeah.
which is
At
really
least
really
4 heads.
It
Maybe
looks like 5,
Black,
yeah.
green, red, blue, and white.
It's got to be an uneven amount. It's got to be 3 or 5 because you need that odd number to make the final decision. You can't just have an
Mhm.
even number of heads, Daniel. It doesn't
Exactly.
work.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
It has to break the vote. Yeah.
Yeah. So that will be interesting to see. Any one of them will be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
There's the Beholder.
Boulder's cool.
With like a bookshelf. And then
I would-
I really like that one. That one I think probably most embodies the whole gambit, the whole spectrum of what D&D is.
Yeah, I'd rather not see a book or a trunk or something like that. I want to see a castle or a dungeon, a play scene.
I want to see
Something more
minifigures.
in-universe
Minifigures,
as
for sure,
opposed
yeah.
to the actual
Yeah.
physical game. Yeah.
So maybe we should go on there and vote so we can get what we want.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
There you go.
Fazoom just made it. We were just talking about classic space and how much you like insectoids and UFO.
Yep.
Fazoom.
Oh, thank you,
Yep.
BJ. Tiamat has 5 heads, so that must be Tiamat.
Yeah, there you go.
And space police. So Fazoom likes my shirt. Just want to let you guys know.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
I felt a tremor in the force. Yeah, you did, Fazoom. We were talking about you. Your ears are burning.
We've been caught.
Yeah.
All right, so we won't revisit our classic space
Convo, but
conversation, but
you can scroll back later. So.
yeah. Santa's Workshop images are out,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just meh. I mean, it's
Just looks like any other
It's
one.
like
of the
all the other
Christmas
ones they've
gift
had,
of purchases. Yeah.
You've seen one holiday set, you've seen them all.
Just another little side.
They're great, but I don't know. They get a little repetitive. So.
maybe if you could put them all together and make something, but I don't think they're set up that way.
They're not modular.
All those little vignettes they have, the elf workshop, the living room,
A lot of them are
Christmas
like
tree.
stylistically similar to other ones.
Yeah.
Like the elf one this year is similar to the Santa's front yard one from last year. Like it has a flat background. It's like the night sky with some trees in front of it. So they would work well together. But yeah, they don't. They're not meant to like.
It would be
connect or
neat
anything.
if they started making them a little more, like the Department 54. Is it?
Yeah, you put them all together.
Your little winter villages. You kind of put them all together and make something.
Yeah, they I don't think they had quite the foresight to recognize the potential there, Chris. But that would be cool. I bet you could mod them to do.
Morgan just made a comment that I thought I read the last 2 Christmas ones are meant to be put together. So
Ooh.
I mean, it would make sense.
I had seen
About time.
something about that. I don't know if it was really intentional or some fan just saying they can be put together. But yeah, they both have that like night sky backdrop.
Mm-hmm.
BJ also said the Charles Dickens promo set was great, a big hit with non-Lego friends who love literature.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that Charles Dickens one is killer. And that my wife saw that and she was like, oh, well that's really cool because she's got a master's degree in English literature.
Yeah.
So she just was like, I need to get that, and then that got her into getting the other Christmas sets.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the ice skating one where you can turn
the gears.
it.
Yeah,
That's really cool, and it's affordable too.
Yeah, they're like
which is nice.
$20-$30 sets,
Yeah.
so it's good.
Mhm.
And then BJ also said the mini scale gingerbread house was another really good one.
Mm-hmm.
I had that one because I didn't want to get the full size gingerbread house.
Yeah. Yeah, we're probably a little harsh on them saying they all look the same. There are some really unique and special sets there, so.
A lot of it just like generic, like Santa's workshop or
Those can be
outdoor
repetitive,
scenes.
yeah.
Or those are mostly the ones.
All right, they're getting ahead of us here. So everybody wants to talk about the Lord of the Rings rumors.
Yep.
So Rivendell, they couldn't have picked a better
Mhm.
set. I mean, I think that would be the coolest. I just hope they do it justice.
Yeah.
Because even at $500, that's not like the whole thing.
Yeah, because that could be smaller than the 90th anniversary castle with
Mhm.
the licensing fees added on. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it could be just a little bit smaller. Hopefully it's bigger than that, but
Well, I
Yeah.
would to put it in to give it a reference point. The Hogwarts Castle was $400 retail, and
Yeah.
that was also a licensed thing. And that is the thing that's odd about me to Rivendell is it's a lot of disparate small buildings like set into a mountainside.
Mhm.
It's not one cohesive structure.
Mhm.
So I would imagine it's maybe going to be kind of similar to the Hogwarts Castle in that there's going to be some rock work and trees and stuff.
Smaller scale than
Probably
minifigure
micro scale. I don't know. You think it'd be playset scale?
I really want that to be minifigure scale, but
It could be.
it
may
would
just
make
be
a lot
fewer
more
buildings.
sense if it was micro scale. Because
Yeah.
they could make all of Rivendell easily.
If it was minifig scale, you're probably only looking at 3, maybe 4 buildings.
Yeah.
You'd probably get
Right.
the one tall tower. I mean, obviously you'd have the area where the Fellowship meets.
Mhm.
Now, what would be cool if they did the mosaic
bridges.
style, in that you could buy the Rivendell set, and then they have alternate instructions to make more of
Yeah.
the buildings.
You buy
for
3 of them and
Rivendell.
suddenly you
So
have a huge Rivendell set.
if $500 is your budget, you could have this Rivendell.
Mhm.
But if you have a $2,000 budget, you could buy 4 of them.
Yeah.
And you have the instructions to make this Rivendell.
Have they
That
ever
would be
made
awesome.
alternate instructions for a set that big though?
They did one for the Galaxy Explorer,
But
and
even that was like
there's other sets
that was just
do
like
combine.
Mike Psyche's passion project. I don't think he was really required to
There's
do that.
also like the pyramid. You get 2 of them to put them together. So they are
Yeah.
thinking about that more, but I don't know if they would go to that extent. I know you could always go to Rebrickable or some other site and probably find pretty good instructions for them, because that's what they did for the castle 3-in-1.
That's the kind of thing that a lot of fans do.
Yeah.
On
So,
the aftermarket.
so it's possible.
Somebody did an extension for the Hogwarts Castle too to do the rest of it.
Exactly.
So BJ said that Rivendell is rumored to have minifigures, which will eat into the size of the building cost-wise.
That's true.
Mhm.
Especially if
And
it has
that
20
does not say
minifigures.
that it's going to be minifigure scale, because
That's true.
the
Yeah.
Hogwarts was micro scale and it had
Figures.
4 figures.
Yeah. You
So-
could have
Yeah.
6 or more figures in the Rivendell set if it's micro scale, and then, yeah. So.
But
Well,
that's I mean the Fellowship is what 14 right there if you have the whole Fellowship.
yeah.
That'd be pretty awesome.
That'd be fabulous, but it would also mean a much smaller build if you have tons of figures.
Well,
so.
plus anyone who wasn't included in the Fellowship, because you probably got to have Elrond, right?
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
wasn't included in that.
Yeah.
Oof.
Background
Probably looking at
elves,
least 15 or 16
Yeah.
minifigs. So you're right. That will definitely eat into the cost.
All right, and then there's 3 other sets that they have set numbers for, apparently.
Mhm.
I've got them here. Aragorn and Arwen, which
Mhm.
is an undetermined price, but it's probably going to be a medium-sized set.
Yeah.
I think these were all the brickheads, weren't they?
It might have been.
This had come out before. We had the 3 brickheads.
Darn it, you're right.
Yep.
And,
You're right.
and then there was the unnamed, unknown $500
Yeah.
D2C set.
So, I was looking at that, and I was like, the Balrog and Gandalf for $15. How are they
Yeah.
going to make a $15 Balrog?
Yeah, those are brickheads.
Darn
Yeah.
it. Darn it.
They'll be cool brickheads.
Yep. Angie and Daniel will be more excited about that than Chris, I think. But, yeah.
I get the brickhead thing, but I'm not into it.
Well, the Balrog would be the only one I would get. I wouldn't be... So what else you got? Frodo and Gollum.
Gollum would be
and
pretty
Aragorn
funny.
and Arwen.
Yeah, it would be funny. Yeah.
But yeah, the $500 Rivendell, I think, is the only real set, as far as I know.
Yeah, that's the only either microscale or minifig scale set that will be coming out, because the rest of them are brickheads. So.
Yeah, and I was talking about this recently. I don't know why they won't do like a whole theme or wave of sets targeted for adults. They love doing these one-off humongous sets.
It's kind of aggravating. I think it's probably easier to make a big set than it is to make a whole theme, but still.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
And, they can still have play features. I mean, people still love the old Lord of the Rings sets. Those are play sets.
Yeah.
The old Indiana Jones sets
I think
are play sets.
Lego is just getting into this adult thing, and they're still just getting into it and discovering. And I don't think they've discovered yet that adults are actually playing with these.
Yeah.
They love the fact that it has play features, or the wings fold out, or all this stuff. So.
We get adult collections in every single day.
Yeah.
And this minifigure is over in this set.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't come in that set.
And it's also like, I'm sure Lego sees this too, but we get a lot of kids in the store.
Yeah.
We get just as many, if not more, adults in the store.
Yeah.
And they're buying for themselves. They're like, there's families buying for kids too, but there's a lot of people who just want the Lego themes that they love. So it's like...
And the fathers are into it with there's a lot of articles out there you could read right now about how Lego's bringing families together and giving adults something to do, parents something to do with their kids.
Yeah, other than
video games, which they're just not into the same video games, and it's just not a family activity anymore. But Lego building is nice.
Much more interactive.
Family activity, yeah.
Chris McBreaker says, Europe has never had a clue what Americans want since day one.
Very true, Chris McBreaker.
Yeah, we've got a really old piece of paper that says
we don't want tea, we want coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I would rather see smaller versions of more things.
Yeah.
I would rather have a $200 Minas Tirith, which we've never seen, and a $150 maybe Rivendell.
I want to see $50 and $80 sets that are like that. I want to see more Galaxy Explorers that are $100 and still a great deal. That it's
And that's a huge.
And then
set.
I want to buy it on sale for $50.
Exactly. I want more of that.
I saw out in the case for the first time the Galaxy Explorer next to the Benny's spaceship from the Lego movie.
It's about the same
I think
size.
the Galaxy Explorer is even a little bigger. Now it's more basic pieces.
It's more solid.
Benny's
too.
spaceship was like very detailed and had more play features, but that's the bargain of the
Almost
century.
every Benny spaceship we get in is has pieces that have fallen off
Yeah.
because it's not a super solid build.
Yeah.
$1,000 Minas Tirith, says PJ.
It'll beat the Eiffel Tower in size. There you go.
Yeah,
It'll just be
and,
huge.
and price.
Yeah.
I wonder what the first $1,000 set is going to be. We haven't had one, right?
Oh, speaking of families building together, can I show you guys
Not
this,
in
What's the
official.
most expensive? $800 for
Yeah,
the
it's gotta be.
AT-AT and the Falcon?
Can I show off Nuketown here?
Let's show it off.
Yeah, Lego hasn't retail priced anything above $800 yet.
So we talk about this, and I've probably talked about it on the Morning Brick before. I know we've talked about it on Between the Studs, but this is Nuketown that my son and I built like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Vogan.
Yeah.
From Vogan from
Grant and Vogan.
Grant and Vogan. Grant and Vogan.
Random Saturdays
I
fame.
don't know what that's doing on there.
That's a good piece.
And we built this like 6 years ago. It's Nuketown from
Sign.
Call of Duty, and so we sold it when my son got out of Lego.
Yeah.
We built it when he was like 10 together, and then he got out of Lego at 13, and then he got back into Lego at 16 or 17.
Yeah.
We all have our dark age.
So we sold it after a couple
Except for
years. The person who bought it held on to it for a couple years.
Kept it built.
Then he got out of Lego and he brought it back. It was a kid. And then someone else bought it. and then they brought it back after a couple of years.
It's been back and forth a couple times.
What's really neat is we get the same sets back in over and over again, but sometimes we don't realize how often they come back because it's just like a Batmobile that we have 100 of, right?
Yeah.
Whereas this is a little bit more of a unique item.
It's a mock, yeah. So.
It's got Eclipse graphics window here, and we did do the sign. The sign was kind of harder because we had to print out the Nuketown sign. But it's from Call of Duty if you've ever played it. And this time that we got it back, Vogan said, "Hey, I want to keep it.
Yeah,
I don't want to sell it again."
Yeah.
So
if it's made its way back to the store this many times, it's kind of fate, right? You know?
It's the sisterhood of the traveling Nuketown.
Yeah. So we're gonna keep it this time. Anyhow, that's an example of families being able to do something together.
Exactly. And you were saying earlier that you're planning to maybe fix it up just a tiny bit too, like add some tiles, spruce it up a little bit.
Yeah, in the game there was a school bus was out in front that you could get in and play with, and then there was another building across the street.
Hey, I know a pretty good school bus that would look good in front of that.
Yeah. Do we have any of them?
I don't know. We might be sold out.
I bet there's at least
they're in
one or
such
two
high
back
demand,
there.
Chris.
Yeah.
Or 10. Pierre Leo said, "Well, in Canada, we've passed the $1,000 threshold with the AT-AT. Yeah, that makes sense, just due to the currency difference.
Canadians use Monopoly money. It's
Oh, Mark. Oh, Lord.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, tell Ryan Reynolds that.
Yeah, it's true. I'm sorry.
Or Will Arnett, right?
Yeah,
all
of
half the contestants still in Lego Masters.
Yeah, all of my Canadian friends. In fact, most of the contestants in Lego Masters are now Canadian.
Yeah.
They've passed
And
American.
I don't know if we
United
mentioned
States.
this on the Morning Brick or not, but my wife actually had some insight into that, and she said she thought it was because Canada required the vaccine, and more Canadians got the vaccine, and Lego Masters required the vaccine,
That's
or
a possibility.
something. And so that it was easier to get the Canadian contestants on because they had already had their vaccines.
That's a possibility. I do think it has more to do with this is the first time they've allowed Canadians on versus the previous two seasons. There were no Canadians allowed. If you were from a different country, you weren't allowed. So now it's North America.
So we might see Mexico next.
So there could be Mexican teams in the future too, which would be very interesting.
Yeah.
Sweet. So I think that they're literally opening it up to a larger area versus just the United States. So, and that's why you see, I think it's 3 Canadian teams total out of the 12 or so. So it's great. So yeah.
Neat.
But they've done well. But yeah.
Speaking of Lego Masters, it's on the 9th.
Yep.
They totally threw me off last week with putting those 2 episodes out. I didn't even know they were doing it. I was out of town. I didn't watch them. I had to get caught up all together. So.
They were good. They're fun to watch. So,
what is our release schedule for our reviews coming out?
We should have at least a 2-fer coming out, and I'm going to start releasing Between the Studs episodes on Saturday because we have 2 videos coming out on Friday as it is. So on Saturday you should see at least the last 2 from Thanksgiving week. Possibly the 3rd one on included too because we'll be watching that tonight and reviewing it tomorrow. But we're reviewing 2 today and we're reviewing 1 tomorrow. Whether they are all 3 in one episode or there's 2 in one episode and 2 the next episode, we'll see how that shakes out. But you'll see a couple episodes talked about this weekend. So
cool.
Yeah.
It is easier to combine them since there's less to talk about each episode with fewer teams.
Yeah. Well, it's getting easier and easier to review them because we're having less and less builds to discuss in a list. So.
Yeah.
Raymond asks, Chris, how much is the Nuketown building now? Sounds like it's not for sale.
NFS.
And BJ says, sorry, I don't plan on ever bringing back Mark's McDonald's modular. He's keeping that one until the day he dies.
That's a classic. I like that one.
He's taking that one to the grave.
We'll see. We'll see, BJ.
Hey, people get in and out of Lego all the time.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, it's true.
Pierre Leo then said, Monopoly money, I'm banning the Mark emoji.
I'm sorry, Pierre. I'm sorry. That was uncalled for. I'm sorry.
T Valkyrie, did you guys get the VIP pirate ride? Yes. We're getting one here at the store.
Yeah. We'll see it.
Yeah.
Oh, Dudabrick says the November and December Christmas gift with purchases are connectable. So the Santa's Workshop one and the Elf one. I thought they were talking about the Elf one from this year and the Elf one from last year.
Yeah, I think it's the ones that are...
That makes more sense.
In a succession there.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Johnny Flounder had a fun comment. Says, "Oh, Mark, want to ask you if you were able to go back on Lego Masters, would you do it? However, the season would have a next tonight challenge. Is that worth it for you?" So, I would be open to going back to Lego Masters, but if there was next nights involved, absolutely not. Even if I was guaranteed to win, I would be like, no, absolutely no.
But you could use that opportunity to make your Nexo Night build.
That's true.
What it should have been.
But I don't want to be rushed when I do that. No. Next tonight's yeah. I'm gonna do next tonight's on my own terms when I do it, and it's gonna be great. And Galador's gonna be there, and Jack Stone's gonna be there, and it's gonna be great. So.
Oh no.
Yeah. But no, not a next night fan, especially during Lego Masters. It's such a stressful thing. Anyway, the next Sevros. Oh no. Oh no! I'd get out of Lego before we became the next Sevros. I would give up.
I've got some news. So on the Hall Monday, I think you had showed pictures of the ATOT we got in.
Yeah.
And,
Chris.
the Cloud
Oh,
City,
don't
the
do it.
original
talk
Cloud
about it.
City.
Chris. Oh,
Yeah.
you're gonna break their hearts.
And
Those beautiful sets.
Tons of Star Wars sets, and
All, like,
Tracy,
what,
who
2005
was on our
to
Tuesday,
2010?
one of our Tuesday videos, who
Recently.
takes our Star Wars sets. She was a lot of them had boxes and instructions. She was going to bring them home and inventory them for
They were
us.
all gonna be
And
awesome certified pre-owned sets.
And she came in immediately, grabbed like most of them,
Mm-hmm.
filled her car up. Couldn't even bring them all home. There were so many.
Yeah, and they're all amazing sets.
Daniel wanted the Cloud City, so he like squirreled that away in his
No, I
desk.
have the set. I was gonna have you look at the minifigs.
And
I am
so
known to
Tracy
squirrel things,
didn't
though.
take that, and then she didn't have room for a couple other things. So we go to price the built ones, and we go to put them out for sale. And some people did ask about them on the Hall video. And we go to put them out for sale, and it's like, oh, hey, Chris, this is glued. And I'm like, this is the big sandcrawler, the UCS sandcrawler. And I was like, what? And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, yeah, this is obviously glued.
Yeah.
And then I go look at the AT-AT, the mechanical one, and it's glued. And then we go,
General
Daniel and I go
Grievous.
back, and we look at the buildable General Grievous UCS set.
It's glued.
And it's glued.
Yeah.
And all these smaller Star Wars sets, the smaller ones, and they were glued. And I called Tracy, and I was like, Tracy, check these sets. All glued, except the ATOT.
That wasn't
It's
glued?
That was not glued.
That'll be the saving grace of the
Yeah.
entire collection.
Oh
And
my
then
gosh.
Daniel's got Cloud City at his desk, and he's looking at Cloud City glued.
Glued.
And they come with their boxes, their instructions, and it's like, why keep the instructions if you're going to glue it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
right. That's a
So it was a heartbreaking day.
we will still use those instructions and boxes for sure.
For me,
for other sets
for
that
me
we
it was
don't
hard,
have
and
them.
we'll sell the sets as glued. People are still going to want them,
Yeah.
but
They're going to be reduced price.
They're just reduced
Yeah.
price, like the walking AT-AT.
It makes your
is
heart drop.
$150, which is a good deal. But
Yeah.
what made my heart drop is I knew that Ed paid
Full price
full
for
price
it.
for it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he's like, the guy didn't tell me they were glued. It's like,
You got to look at them. Yeah.
no, the minifigures are not glued.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, Morgan summed it up. He said, Craggle strikes again.
Yeah.
Great Awakening Team Denmark is here. How you doing? Let's see. Pierre said, Nexonites is great. Once you remove the minifigs, you change the colors and replace every piece for the better. That's like the Theseus's ship.
Yeah, exactly.
of Lego sets.
That's my favorite Nexonite set, is when you replace every
Yep.
single piece in it to something else, like Castle.
They were also talking a little earlier about, did anybody get the VIP pirate ride? I did go on a furious spree on Black Friday. I was tired of having so many VIP things that I needed to redeem that I just placed a bunch of like really tiny orders for like keychains and dots packs and just ate the shipping cost to get some of those VIP items, like the pirate ride, the dragon ride, some of those retro keychains I was talking about.
Yep.
So.
Just get them all while you can.
Because that's the most frustrating thing about the VIP rewards is you're paying in points to get these items, but they're still limiting you to only redeeming one per order, even though you've effectively paid for the item.
Yeah.
They're still making you place all these orders to get them. So
They're still
I
winning.
think it's kind of sketchy, but yeah, it's a marketing gimmick for sure.
Did you guys talk about the new CMFs last week?
Yes, pretty thoroughly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah,
they're
we
there,
talked about it.
and
I mean, if you want to weigh in about any you saw you really liked.
All of them.
Yeah, they're great.
I mean, they're awesome.
Yeah, the castle ones are particularly good to me. And
And
then the
space,
brown
of course.
spaceman. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just
Another
awesome.
new spaceman color.
Fazoom had a funny comment. He says, okay, I'm back live. I went back and found out my integrity was besmirched by insectoids and UFO. So, Nexo forever. That's how he fights back, is with Nexonites. And we're sorry, Fazoom. We're sorry. It was too much fun. We knew you weren't here to defend yourself, so we're sorry.
Johnny Flounder was also talking about Lego Masters again, and your great return. He said, "What if there was another challenge involving crystals, though?"
I love Rock Raiders.
Mark and his crystals.
I have a crystal problem, and that's
Mark and his
okay.
crystals.
Yeah, no, it's I love those stuff.
Hey, y'all got any of them crystals?
Got any more of those Rock Raiders crystals? Oh,
Raymond
my
said he got the Lego head coasters at his Lego store. I think that was one of the in-store only promotions. We've been seeing more of that lately, either online only or in-store only promotions.
Yep. But yeah, the new CMFs are good. There's so many good ones you have to buy. Yeah. Hopefully we get some in the store soon, so we're able to put them up for sale.
BJ asks, do small VIP rewards like retro keychains ever get traded in at ABC?
Yeah. So I was looking at what to spend my rewards points on, and I passed over that retro keychain. It was just meh, you know. And you have to, in order to redeem it, you actually have to order something.
Yeah.
Right. So I placed one order, and I redeemed for the pirate ride, right? And then I went to place another order, and they canceled it because I had already ordered that item.
Yeah.
And they canceled my redeemed point reward.
Yeah. That's not good.
So then I tried using it again on something else, and they said I've
Already
used it already. So now I'm out all those VIP points. And
You should write to customer
well, I
service
am,
about
yeah,
that one.
but
You'll at
I'm
least
giving
get
it
the
some
points
time
back
to
not
see if
by-
maybe if I give it a few weeks, their system will adjust.
Yeah.
But as of right now,
I
I've
know
lost
if you
those
redeem
points.
for a reward and then you don't use that code within, it's either 30 or 60 days, supposedly the points will go back into
Oh,
your account.
okay. So
if the reward expires and you don't use the code,
Yeah.
supposedly you get it. But since you did redeem it but the order got canceled, that's probably something you'd need to talk to customer service about.
I see, Morgan said, I see ABC has a sealed Back to the Future DeLorean. Isn't that one Justin wanted? And we were talking about that this morning. And Morgan, you're awesome. You should just be working here.
Yeah, exactly.
We were talking about that this morning, and we were going to contact Justin. And ask him.
We've texted him already about
Yeah.
it because it says a sealed DeLorean. He's been kind of looking for one. If we were able to get one for him, that'd be great. So.
Okay, Chief said, call Lego and they will give you a new code.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Lego's pretty good about helping with customer service issues
Absolutely.
like that. So.
So yeah, to answer BJ's question, for the VIP rewards, we get them, but not as often as things like gift with purchases, because those go to people automatically and they don't necessarily want them.
Yeah.
Whereas
Well-
a VIP reward, you have to consciously redeem it and add it to your cart, and then you can't get something else.
There's a difference.
Well, the tin sign, what was that? Was that a VIP reward?
That was a promotional,
I
right?
think that was a gift with purchase.
Because we've got
based on how many
we have a
of those
lot
we've
of
got.
tin. We get a lot of tin signs.
Same with
Mandalorian
Beskar
keychain,
keychain.
yeah.
The
That was a
Mustang
gift with
keychain,
purchase.
we got a lot of those in.
The VIP rewards, not so much. The coins, though, we do have a lot,
Got a
and
lot
that
of
was a
coins.
VIP reward.
Mm-hmm.
And that actually brings me to another point. That's why that's another contributing factor to why I'm getting things like these, like the Dragon Ride and the Pirate Ship Ride and the retro keychains, is because it's starting to shape up like they're turning into like a whole series. And then when they get to the end, people are going to wish maybe they had the old ones, and then maybe having the whole collection will be a either valuable or a rare thing.
Yeah.
Because like with those rides, those were released as a Bricktober thing, and it was either China
while
or
ago.
Japan,
Yeah.
and there were 4 of them. I don't remember what the other 2 were. I'm sure you could find it. And then the keychains, it looks like they're working their way through each version of the Lego logo. So that may be something that the whole set will be kind of a cool thing to have.
Yeah, Fazoom, I don't know if you guys saw it, but you could you're betting VIP points on a giveaway. I think it's the Katy Perry one. Is that it?
Oh, I didn't know about
There
that.
have been several of those. There have been lots of
interesting.
sweepstakes.
You can
and-
spend your VIP points on a chance to win something.
Yes.
And I can't remember what it
It's a
was.
lottery.
Somebody will tell us here in a minute.
That's
but,
amazing.
One of them
And terrifying.
is like all this autographed Katy Perry stuff.
Yeah.
And
Just drop all your VIP
Yeah.
points for those signed items.
They,
It's funny.
they are trying more and more things to get your VIP points back away from you so that you can't use them to redeem for just money off.
yeah.
They would rather give you a cheap keychain or a cheap something else instead.
You could redeem your points for a gift card or something.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went to do that, it actually said sold out. So they
Wow.
limited the amount you could actually redeem for a gift card.
Interesting.
I know a friend of mine, Cody Otley, out in Utah. He redeemed a lot of points and got the Eiffel Tower for $30.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, like Lego is trying to stop that.
That's like
Yeah.
those extreme couponers.
Yeah.
Remember that TV show?
So Cody decided to spend most of his VIP points, I'm guessing, and get that. So I was like button, good for Cody.
I
Yeah.
want to see a show about that on TLC.
Yeah.
People
Lego VIP
dumpster
points.
diving for VIP points.
Oh,
Hey, I heard there's some good VIP points in here.
Yeah.
yeah. So Fazum said, need a gif of the guy slinging his one money, but it's a VIP point. So I think they do have a lot of digital media
Yeah.
that you can redeem your points for,
Mhm.
which it's kind of like spending V-Bucks in Fortnite on
Yeah,
skins.
yeah, on skins,
It's like, to me, it's like, why would you ever do that?
Yeah.
but
People do it.
I bet they make millions of dollars doing it.
Well, that's the new free-to-play system for a lot of video games. Is
Yeah.
the cosmetics that you pay extra for. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Scott Robinson said he actually had an order delivered that was missing the Dragon Adventure ride, called customer service, and they took care of it right away. Yeah, when they make a mistake, they're
Yeah.
always quick to correct it. They'll either send you a separate shipment with just whatever you're missing, whatever you need.
The Jerry Houston said I redeemed all mine and got the castle for $200.
That's a good deal too.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
Yep. Fazum said he saw a dude by the UCS Razor Crest solely on VIP points.
That's awesome. And then T. Valkyrie has another solution equals shop at ABC.
Shop at 80
So shop here, and
Yeah.
We won't take advantage of you.
So
at the
actually,
points.
if you did shop here over the last week, we were doing double points. So people should have a lot of double points right now.
Yeah. A lot
to
of customers.
spend.
Yeah.
So there should be a lot of rewards points redeemed here soon. Jeffrey Fantine said, "Do you guys know anything about this new Lego subscription service that is apparently coming soon?"
Not really.
I had heard something over the summer that you could subscribe to a Lego service and buy retired sets.
Yep. That's what he's talking about. And they're clearly progressing with that because I think recently there was a poll for what they're going to name the service.
Mm-hmm.
So they're still working on it, but I have a feeling it will not be what people are hoping and expecting.
It's not gonna
probably
be that
like
good.
very recently retired sets.
Not only that, but it could also be expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who
They
knows?
might not be retail.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll be really interesting to see that.
It
And
will
then
definitely be
what does that do to the aftermarket price of those sets? But it could increase the prices because people didn't know the sets existed. They didn't get it.
And now
so
they
then
see
they
it.
want it. Now they want it.
Yeah.
And then they go out and buy it.
It's
for
a
that aftermarket
strange
price.
situation now.
It is,
That,
yeah.
So.
So that'll be something we're definitely going to keep our eye on.
Yeah, the aftermarket for retired sets is already a wild place. It's a jungle out there, and then that'll just make it even weirder.
Changes every day.
Jeffrey Fantine said they just put another survey out like a week or two ago about naming it.
Yeah.
I've had calls from research and survey companies who ask us how we clean used brick, how we handle used brick, and because Lego wanted to be more sustainable, and so they hired these
Researchers.
firms to figure out a way that they can recycle their bricks better. And what they came up with is donate them to their I don't know what program they call it, but you can go on lego.com, print out a shipping label, and send Lego your bricks for free.
Yeah.
And then they donate them to the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know if the survey is still active or not, but it was in like the VIP section of Lego's website. But the potential names were Lego Central, Lego Nogle, Lego Imagination. I'm just going to read the second word. Click, play, imagine, together, limitless, unlimited, or universe.
Lego Universe is
That's
an old
already
game.
taken.
Yeah.
That's already taken. And the rest of these don't really sound like a subscription service to me. They just sound like a game or something.
It really depends on what the service is.
Yeah.
What are you getting for that service? You got to kind of know that in order to name it, right? I mean, if
limitless or unlimited sound the most like a subscription service, but that also is like maybe making promises you can't keep to be truly
how
unlimited.
about Lego VIP?
That's good.
Lego Plus,
Yeah.
because Disney Plus and
Yeah.
yeah.
That would be pretty simple.
It would be there.
I don't know what Nogle is. Maybe that's some word I'm not familiar with. Or maybe it's a made-up word. Who knows?
We should probably go by the URL for Lego Plus before they.
Maybe that's why they didn't do it. Because I don't. Could you have a symbol like that in a domain?
Oh no, you probably
Okay.
can't. Yeah. Well, you could have PLUS. You know,
Right.
Anyway.
I feel like I've got something else here. Let me. When's the Lego? Not Lego. I'm sorry. When's the Super Mario movie come out with Chris Pratt?
It's pretty soon.
Yeah.
I think it's either late this year or early next year. It's coming out in the next few months. I think,
So yeah, actually, it could come out over Christmas. They come out with a lot of stuff.
I'd have to double check the trailers, but yeah. So.
There's talk that Lego is missing out on an opportunity if they don't come out with Lego Mario movie sets. But it's getting almost too late for that. But sometimes they'll do it after the movie,
Yeah.
so that they don't have any spoilers.
Yeah.
So it isn't too late. It might come out. And if they do, it wouldn't be the first time they've had a Lego Super Mario line, like a licensed theme line, and then they come out with a totally different one. They did it for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's right.
They
yeah.
had the comic version of them, and then they came out with the movie versions. Of
Yep.
them. So we could see Super Mario minifigures, actual minifigures, come out. Because
People have been hoping for that for a long time.
that Lego Super Mario game that they have
Yeah.
is, they're calling all those minifigures.
Yeah.
Even Bricklink
Right.
does. And if
That's
Bricklink says it,
painful.
it's got to be true.
Yeah. Well,
So they're calling that electronic Super Mario
a block.
a minifigure.
Yeah. The
you know?
refrigerator.
The
So-
refrigerator shaped Mario.
I wish they would call them something else, like buildable minifigure
Yeah.
or
Buildable
something.
character.
Or a
something.
figure.
Yeah.
Because a minifigure is a very specific thing. A
Yeah.
Lego
A
figure.
A minifigure is a registered trademark.
Minifigures
Yeah.
are
It has to look
compatible.
like that.
They're compatible with each other too.
Yeah.
Whereas that's not.
That isn't. You can't put a
Compatible.
minifigure
Yeah.
or legs. Yeah.
So I do like that they're called minifigures because we can call them minifigures now.
Yep.
But and it seems like there's also a higher price associated with it being a minifigure.
Yeah.
And those Series 1 Super Mario CMFs have gone up in price a lot. And
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised by that.
Yeah.
April 7th is the release for that movie.
Oh, April 7th.
Okay, that's a ways out.
Yeah, that's a ways out. Yeah, they
But I
can
mean,
totally do
think
that.
about, we had, rumors of this new theme with a secret code name, and then it came out that was Avatar, and then we started seeing leaked pictures of Avatar, and now we have Avatar sets, and that movie still hasn't even come out yet.
Yeah.
Right? So I think it just depends on what the movie wants to do in their partnership with Lego. They say, hey, we want the sets to come out before the movie, at the same time as the movie, or after the movie, and then Lego, looks at how many months back they need from that to produce a set. But yeah, for April, I don't know. I don't know if we would have heard any rumors about that if they were doing it or not.
You're right. Yeah, that does seem pretty far out. We would get another Chris Pratt minifigure.
Yep.
That's true. We have
Oh,
another
speaking
one
of
to
which,
give him when
Chris
he comes
Pratt,
in.
if you're watching this, I don't know if you'd
I
be
didn't-
commenting
yeah, I didn't
on
see
here or
him in the
not.
comments.
But if you are watching this, we do have your minifigures here.
Ready for pickup.
Ready
whenever
for
you
pickup.
are. Yeah.
We're not a storage service, Chris.
Yeah.
We don't warehouse sets for people.
Exactly.
Come get your minifigures, pick them up. They're waiting for you.
That offer is still standing for
They're
now.
on us, on the house.
And then I know it's not Lego news, but it is Lego news in a way. The Andor series is over, and they wrapped it up. And we don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't gotten caught up yet, but It was awesome. It was so good, and they wrap it up and they tie it up nicely. Same thing with Rings of Power. I just finished watching that finally. It took me a while to get caught
was
up
good,
on it,
yep.
but
I need to watch that.
That was a surprise ending.
Yeah.
And they did a great job with it, and I'm very happy with it. And I did research to see, because people are so mad. Huge Lord of the Rings fans and Tolkien fans are mad.
Many of them are,
that they're making up this story. And I went back to see how far off it was from what has been written by Tolkien, and it doesn't really.
It's not crazy. Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
And it's a good story.
It's the same with Star Wars fans. With something as old, something that has a storied history like that, it's very easy to upset people who think that they know how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. When you read a book, you kind of create your own sound of characters' voices, inflections, how things flow, the vibe. It's all your own imagination. So when people create that, especially if it's just a little bit off the actual storyline, you change a few things
Try and make a new
clarity.
interpretation of
Yeah.
the whole thing.
It'll upset people.
Like when movies are different from the book.
Exactly.
I mean, look, the Lord of the Rings movie was way different from the book.
They
Same
are.
thing with The Hobbit.
Yeah.
And back then, there were probably people who were fans of the book who were upset about that, but you probably didn't hear it as much.
Probably because they weren't
everybody
on
forgot
Twitter
about
at that time, or whatever.
Right.
Or YouTube or whatever.
Yeah. Morgan says he wants a Fondor Hallcraft Lego set. That's Andor's ship.
Yep.
I want more Andor. I'm going to go back and watch Rogue One again.
I would also want to see Luthen's
He's now
ship.
one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
Luthen has a really cool ship, too. His would be
Oh,
sweet.
his is super cool. Yeah.
Fazoom says, I'm a Chris, but not a Pratt. Can I have half? Dudabricks asked
Do you want me to answer that?
Yeah, sure.
No.
Okay. Dudabricks asks, if you use all those VIP points on the Eiffel Tower, do you miss out on qualifying for the exclusive gift with purchase?
He had it too, so he showed that in the picture too. So
Okay,
I
so
believe
you
he
get that.
did qualify. Yeah.
I assume, though, when you use VIP points for that, you don't earn new VIP points on that purchase.
I doubt
I'm
that's
sure
the
that
case.
doesn't work out.
He got 30 new VIP points for that. Not 700.
Fazoom said, don't print the minifigures or Lego copters are coming for you, full of lawyers. What minifigure is that if they snag one?
He was just talking about the how you're not supposed to print third-party logos on minifigures anymore, I think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't done that for a while, but yeah, now we won't. So yeah.
Sky Robinson said, Fazoom, do you want the top half or the bottom half of the minifigures? Probably give them all the bottom half.
Technically, minifigures are thirds because you have the head and headgear, and then you have the torso. So it's like we could cut the torso in half and give you the legs and part of the torso. You know? Anyway,
One of the arms.
yeah, exactly. One of the yeah. Well, anything else on that list, Chris?
Yeah, I guess Christmas news.
Yep.
We have coming out a few things. You guys have seen the Violent Night trailer.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
With Hopper from Stranger Things. And this is Lego news because they made a Hopper minifigure
They did.
Oh, okay.
in the Upside Down set.
I've got one. Yeah.
So
So-
you take his head and put it on a Santa
And
torso.
didn't they make one for Black Widow? So he's actually got two
Yeah,
minifigures.
He does. He does.
So now this is he's, with Violent Night,
Yeah.
he's in that. So that's the connection of Lego.
I'm probably gonna have to
okay.
watch this movie.
If you
We've talked
haven't
about
seen
it, though.
Violent Night yet, I think it comes out December 1st,
Yeah,
which
it's-
is Friday.
that's soon.
That's Friday.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's
my
worth,
calendar says Thursday. It's either Thursday or Friday. So yeah.
it's worth going to see. This is
30 days.
I don't know. It
November,
reminds
Chris.
me of I can't Nakatomi Tower movie. But
Yeah.
I can remember the
Die Hard.
tower, but I can't remember the name.
Is it Die Hard?
Yeah, Die Hard. It reminds me of Die Hard, but a little more supernatural.
Yeah.
And then I heard a review on the Will Ferrell Spirited, I think. Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds movie.
Yep.
And they said it was their favorite Christmas movie after Elf.
There you go.
It's
So,
very funny. It's Christmas Carol done like,
Yeah, with
Will
those
Ferrell,
characters,
a funny
yeah.
one. And
I'm
that's-
looking
It's their
forward to it.
favorite movie after Elf. They're saying they think that it's not going to be as good as Elf.
yeah, but I mean, Elf is so Elf's like way up here. If it's like
That's
right
true.
here,
Yeah.
there's
it's a
nothing
good
wrong
movie.
with that. Yeah, go see it. So that's Lego news because Ryan Reynolds is in it, and of course he's Deadpool.
So
He's Sonic too, right?
No, that was somebody else, I think. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Yeah.
BJ says there is a Star Wars ship that escapes from a larger ship in the penultimate episode of Andor, and I want that ship as a Lego set. Are you talking about the smaller one or the bigger one, BJ?
They're probably both pretty cool, so we do need to see more Andor sets.
If you're talking about the bigger one, that would be cool too, but I think we could just, if I know the one you're talking about, we could just sell you some 8x8 dishes that you could stick on the front of another set that would probably make that about right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Morgan wants to know, is tomorrow the first Ranji Joy of Building?
It certainly is. They're
Yes.
going to start decorating tomorrow.
And they've got their
morning.
emoji now. Morgan
They do
has
have an
their
emoji.
So they're
They
going to
wear
have a
their
surprise
winter
guest.
outfits.
Let's not say...
I haven't.
No.
Don't say who it
It's not
is.
spoiled.
They're going to have a surprise guest on there.
You'll
and
want to
it's-
tune in.
It'll be fun.
You're going to want to tune in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're going to decorate behind us all up for each episode.
Make sure they don't mess this
I
up.
said you can tape stuff to it. Don't pin anything through it. You can hang stuff from the ceiling.
Let's test the tape out.
Yeah, everybody
over
drop the
here.
Ranji
Yeah.
emoji.
You got to be very careful with this.
Yeah. Well,
You
we
gotta be very
did
careful with
tape
this.
some signs for raids before, so that was fine.
That's
but
right.
It should
Well,
be
those are raids. Those are
minimal. Yeah.
pretty
damage.
high
Yeah.
priority stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, right. Critical.
Oh yeah, they're testing out their Ranji
So
emoji
is
here.
the
Frangie,
code for
Frangie.
that one, is it colon
It's
Ranji?
Frangie. It's
Frangie.
F R A N G I E.
So if you need to use the colon shortcuts for whatever reason,
they're finding it. I think there's when you go to put an emoji, it shows you the
yeah.
ones.
Sometimes people have to type
They
it in.
need to have Steven on there as a guest sometime.
He might. I know he was
he
probably
would,
looking forward to
yeah.
a break. I know I was, and other people, and like Joe, he needs a break. But
Do you think Frangie will get mad if we
Raid
raid
them? It would be funny, but I think
It's not
they
in the
would-
contract we signed.
Yeah, that
in
is
the
in
armistice.
yeah, so you guys could give him a raid, and they might not like it.
Brick Virus wants to know who will the surprise guest be. Kanye West. Better than that, but I'm not telling.
Chris
You're
Pratt.
just gonna have to tune in to see.
Oh yeah,
Chris
yeah.
Pratt?
Yeah.
Oh well, hey, shh.
It's tomorrow
Sorry,
night
sorry.
at 6:30
Yep, 6:30 Eastern time.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's going to be a live stream. And AZ Dave said Darth Garth. That'd be a good one. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
Joe
wouldn't-
needed a break. Darth Garth
They
is
wouldn't
not
like
good on
that.
it. Yeah.
He'd be a good raid partner. We need to recruit him.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe Steven. Steven might want to raid him.
You
He
need,
might
you
get some vengeance.
You need the Arctic Fowl to show back up to
I
start raiding
think
people.
you give Steven the remote control to the fart machine, and he might do a 180 on that. He might go, oh, hey, this is pretty funny.
Exactly. Exactly.
And then, so what else do we have after that? We'll have them doing that every Thursday night for December.
It's like 4 or 5 weeks. It's good.
And then the Between the Studs will be Lego Masters reviews.
Yes,
Yeah.
for at least a while, and then they've talked about the Christmas special episodes, and I think we have to cover those too because we're going to see some of
Yeah.
our friends on there, so it'll be fun.
Yep.
I think we're a little over an hour. Do you have anything else?
No, I'm all done.
We're good? Okay, well, we
Yeah.
can wrap it up here. We've had a great chat about all sorts of things. We'll be back again next week, and like we said, many more streams coming out tomorrow, Friday, and more, so we'll see you then. But thank you guys for tuning in. We've been Mark, Daniel, and Chris on The Morning Brick, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Oh, yeah, hit it on the way out.